But the revolution got a decisive boost when the army changed sides. The Ceausescus were captured. On Christmas Day, they were brought to trial.
He took his hat off and smoothed his hair down. I couldn't recognize him. He was looking around, frightened.
Paratrooper Ionel Boiru first took the Ceausescus to this room for a medical examination.
Unlike Nicolae Ceausescu, who smelled normally, like somebody who takes care of himself, she smelled embarrassingly bad, but she behaved normally.
During the trial, there was considerable concern that forces sympathetic to the old regime might try and rescue the Ceausescus.
I was in the courtroom and under orders to execute them if that happened, even at the risk of shooting other people. The Ceausescus were accused of killing thousands of people during the revolution and in the years before.
Crimă prin înfometare, prin lipsă de căldură, prin lipsă de lumină. Dar cea mai odioasă crimă a fost crima de a încătușa spiritul românesc, sufletul acestui popor. E o minciună, nu recunosc că am părăsat poporul, vă spun ca să vă gândiți bine că e o minciună în față și arată acum cât de lipsă de patriotism și ce trădare s-a promis în țara.
This was a show trial. After 90 minutes, it ended with the Ceausescus being sentenced to death.
Everybody went out of the courtroom and I was left alone with them. A lieutenant colonel entered the room and ordered me to take them out separately and shoot them. But they said no. They wanted to die together. Then I asked the officers to grant them their last wish, to be shot together. I ordered my men to set the machine guns on automatic fire to make sure we wouldn't miss. I fired 29 cartridges in 3 rounds. The first one hit Nicolae in the knees, and the second in his chest. And the third round hit Elena Ceausescu.
Nu mai trage nimeni.
Because the 2 paratroopers with him panicked and were slow to open fire, Boiru believes it was his shots which killed Nicolae and Elena.
Ridică-l să-l vedem. Ridică-l să-l vedem. Ridică-l, mai sus capul.
Eu zic că el și-a
He got exactly what he deserved.
ceea ce trebuia să primească.
I still think that.
Rămân la această părere și acum.
The Ceausescu's death, like their life, was a spectacle. The men who had taken over needed to show that they were now in charge.
I saw the dead bodies on television, and I saw the same scene over and over again, and it was like we couldn't get enough of it, you know, to see that, to make sure that it was happening, that they were really dead.
Paraskiva's husband, Marianne, died in the revolution. This is what he said the last time he left home.
Even if he were to die, he still would have no regrets if his children were to have a better life, a happier life, a more comfortable life than ours, not to be tormented like we were.
Altogether, some 1,140 people were killed and over 3,000 injured during the revolution. One legacy of the Ceausescu years is the monster palace which, now completed, dominates Bucharest. Less quantifiable is the effect of the dictators on the minds and self-respect of Romanians who lived under the Ceausescu shadow for nearly 25 years. The end of communism across Eastern Europe was sudden, unexpected, and greeted with great enthusiasm. But what has replaced it has not always been universally welcomed. As Karl Marx, the founder of communism, once said, "Men make their own history, but they do not make it as they choose."